thoughts, it affects the development of our being. Mine was actually stunted. I was not given any opportunity to play with any of the kids while I was growing up. And God saw all this and He said, I want you to go ahead and enjoy. So there were a group of kids that came running over to me, and we had fun. We had fun playing. Everything in heaven has a purpose. Nothing is without reason. And God knew that things in my heart, in my spirit, still needed to be adjusted, still needed to be fit for growing into all of God's purposes. And this was part of that.
So Marzuka and I had been doing a lot of walking around heaven. We did a lot of talking and a lot of looking. But we had come over this little horizon and kind of looked down this road. And we were kind of at the crest of this hill. And down below was this huge expanse of these buildings. I don't know how to describe it other than maybe it was like a huge ranch or a huge place, but it was big. Okay, there's a lot of these buildings. And so we started walking closer, and on the sides of these buildings were horses, these beautiful carved horses into the side of the buildings. And some of the horses were running, some of them were like standing or grazing, some of them were like it looks like a mother and a foal standing next to each other. And they were just all in different poses that you would typically see horses in. And I've never had a horse. I don't hang around horses, so this was like all a new experience for me. But we went inside this one building, and inside were these stables, and these were big rooms. They were not just little bitty stalls. These were pretty big. These were like 40 by 40, and they had these immaculate looking white horses. I mean, they were white from top of their ears to the back of their tail to their hooves. They were white. They were fairly large, but they were also swift and muscular. You could see them moving around, and you could see the muscles flexing in them as they moved. We walked through a row of these things, of these horse stables or stalls, and some of them were eating, some of them were being brushed out by angels that were taking care of them. Some of them were like snorting and pawing at the ground like they're like ready to bust out. And some of them were being fitted with a very light chain mail type of armor. And Marzuka said, these are the Lord's war horses. And he said the Lord has created them for one purpose, and there's for fighting the battle of the end times. And he said that the armor that they're being fitted with right now, he said, is mostly for show because you can't really hurt the horses. He said that, I said, well, they've created for one thing, what's going to happen to them after the battle? And Marzuka said the Lord